If you've spent any time at all on my channel, you'll know that minimalist wallets like these are some of my favorite all-time wallets. And so I have gone through my collection of probably almost 150 wallets now, and I've selected the 10 best minimalist wallets that I own. I'm gonna select my favorite from each category, ranging from slim leather wallets to pull tab wallet, ejector wallet, and more. And I'm gonna let you know exactly what I like about them, what I don't like about them. So let's get right into it. First up is my favorite slim leather wallet, and that is the Double Oak Cloud wallet. This has actually been one of my favorites for a really long time. I've tested a lot of other wallets that are similar to this. However, this still stands out as my favorite. This is a 6 to 9 card capacity wallet. It's a minimalist bifold card holder, and it is made of some really nice top grain leather. Before we get into the upsides of this wallet, I do want to mention each of the wallets on this list was given to me. However, when they send stuff out to me, it's their own risk. I do not guarantee content, what type of content, or where I post content about it. And as for the upsides on it, this is the best feeling leather wallet I have ever had. It is just really feels good. As you can see, over time it does patina. It is starting to get darker and has some good scratches in it. I also think this pull tab right here is probably one of the most functional pull tabs I have ever seen. You just pull on that and you have cards that are hidden behind there, so you still have easy access to your lesser used cards. Of course, you also have really quick and good access to 2 cards right here. This one I generally have as my debit card, and this one is honestly my Costco card. Now, the other thing I really like about is actually this cash storage. So if you take cash, you only have to fold it once. You can easily slide it right back in there and then kind of flap that over, and it keeps cash really well and does not add a ton of bulk to it. You can also do it twice if you prefer to keep it there. And another thing is, back with that cash is another little hidden compartment for another card. And the last thing I really like is how well it keeps together. It has tiny little round magnets right here that keep the card holder together and make it so it doesn't open up too easily. Now, as for downsides on this wallet, well, this is one of the few wallets on this list I can't think of too many cons on. I think it has a really good layout. It feels nice, and I have no problem recommending this, especially for the price that it's at. Next up is the best ejector wallet on the market today, and that has to go to the Ekster Card Holder Pro. So the Ekster Card Holder Pro is a 14 card capacity ejector card mechanism wallet. You have a little push button right there, you push it, and up to 7 cards are ejected here, and then you can fit another 7 cards behind this expansion plate right here that you can still get to by just pushing up on a notch like that. Getting to the interior cards is pretty easy. You can get to that one. You can get to that one. But the easiest way to get to the middle ones is just by pushing there, and then you can get to that card there. Everything in this wallet is aluminum, even the ejector mechanism, this button here, and the ejector on the interior of the wallet. You can see down there, it's all shiny and stuff. This is an all metal card ejector mechanism, which means that it's gonna last a really long time, and it does come with their lifetime warranty, which their standard wallets do not. By the way, I do have coupon codes for this down in the description and the top comment as well. If you guys wanted to purchase it, I do have links down there as well, which are paid links and help me get a commission at no charge to you. And honestly, pretty much all of these wallets, or any wallet, has a pretty commissionable link. I've only ever found maybe 1 or 2 wallets that does not have an affiliate link, so there's really no bias there. Now, things I like about it is its full metal card ejector mechanism. There's not that many wallets out there that have that yet, and the reliability on a metal ejector instead of plastic is pretty obvious. I also think this is one of the better fanned out card ejectors out there. It really does perfectly fan out all 7 cards in the interior here with no problem. Another thing I appreciate about it is just how many cards it holds. This is just so easy to recommend if anybody is trying to move out of their bulky wallets that has so many cards and need to get into something a little bit thinner. This is so easy to recommend because it does hold up to 14 cards. The lifetime warranty is impressive. Not every manufacturer does have that, and I think this is probably one of the most usable card holders of really anything, with this cash strap here, easily being able to put cash in here like that, and be able to add more cards behind here, and this can be a cash clip as well. The major downsides to this really is its size. To have that ejector mechanism down there, let's grab this, say this wallet right here, you can see it is quite a bit taller than some other minimalist card holders. So if you're somebody that is wanting to, cut down on the bulk in your pockets, this is going to add a little bit more than some of the competition, but makes up for it in ease of access. And the other thing I don't like is this leather cash strap right here. It does kind of wear a little bit weird. You can kind of see how it gets glossy here and there, which takes me to my all-time all-time favorite sandwich wallet. This is actually a competitor to the Ridge wallet and is made by the same company we were just chatting about. This is the Ekster Nano card holder, not an ejector wallet like many of the other Eksters. This is a more standard kind of sandwich wallet where you keep cards in between two plates of metal. This specific one has a 10 card capacity and is made primarily of aluminum and elastic right here. I really like that this is an extremely simple wallet. There's not much to it. I mean, there isn't even a cash clip or a money clip at all. You actually store the cash on the interior of the wallet. If you really wanted to, you just put it right in there. I also like how compact it is. This thing is really one of the smallest wallets out there. And one of the coolest things about it is MagSafe, so you can easily just throw it on the back of your phone just like any other MagSafe wallet. But you can't even really tell because it doesn't have those weird little circles on it. Major downsides to this thing though is it does have a bit of a compromise. Removing cards can be difficult because it is vertical instead of horizontal like many of the other sandwich wallets. So you just push up there and you bring it out and then you can fan it out like this and you choose the card that you want. However, being tight, which is the other big downside to this, is being such a tight wallet, it is a little more difficult to get to those cards. Another downside is it doesn't have cache storage. If you need cache storage, this is not for you. And the magnets are a little bit awkward on this where you can kind of get it to kind of rotate like that on your phone. Which takes us to my all-time favorite MagSafe wallet, and that is this Phantom M, and the M stands for the MagSafe version. You can easily throw this 5 to 10 card capacity wallet, which can be bigger or smaller. You can choose the size that you want at purchase. And it just throws in the back of your phone right here. It has a soft close ejector mechanism, so you go like that, and it slowly retracts back. It does have different types of wood and materials you can choose from, and does have a plastic ejector mechanism on the interior of the wallet and has metal surrounds. Things I really like about the wallet, I really like the choice of capacities. Now, not every wallet allows for that, especially this kind of stagnant, non-like retractable style wallets. You can choose your card capacity. I chose the 5 to 10 card capacity because that's generally the right capacity for me. However, you can decide for yourself if what is right for you. I do also like that it is a side ejecting card wallet where you pull on that and ejects it out the side. Why is that? Because not every MagSafe wallet is. In fact, a lot of them eject out the top, which means that it hits the camera bump right here, making it so that you have to take the wallet off to be able to use it, and that's not the case here. You can easily use this thing without taking it off the phone. Now, I'm also somebody that likes wood material, and this bamboo does feel really nice and kind of just brightens up the feel of the wallet a lot. Soft close right there is something that's unique and something I have not seen on any other ejector mechanism on any wallet. I like that. And its magnetic strength for being a MagSafe wallet is really good. This thing's not falling off your phone. Now, as for downsides, the bamboo does mark pretty easily on it. It does go away after a little while, but it does mark pretty easily. And the money clip that you can get on this thing, I would not recommend getting it or optioning it when you purchase this wallet, and I don't even use it. All right, let's talk about my favorite MagSafe stand wallet, and that would be the Moft Snap Phone Tripod Movis. This is a pretty sweet MagSafe wallet. It's not my favorite MagSafe wallet, but it is my favorite stand wallet. It works just like this, and basically you just throw it on the back. You can fold it out like this, and it actually folds out one more time. You basically go like this, and it turns it into a tripod, as you can see on the screen right now. It does have a 2 card capacity right here, and it uses vegan leather. Now, the things that I like about it is it folds out for once if you want to use it as a kind of a normal wallet stand. But then that second time of being able to completely pull the phone up off your desk and be able to film like a normal tripod is pretty cool. I also appreciate that it can work both vertically and horizontally, meaning as a stand, you can watch your videos in any orientation that you want. Very compact, even though it is a massive stand. As you can see, it barely comes off of the camera bump. And finally, the magnets on this are impressive. I have no problems with them. As for downsides, the materials are so-so. They're not amazing materials. This vegan leather does feel pretty plasticky. And if you're somebody that needs to handle more than 2 cards, well, you're gonna be carrying around a different wallet with you. Leading us to my favorite pull tab wallet. And by the way, I actually do have a pull tab wallet that I like better than this one. It is in fact my editor's choice, which is the last category in this video. So if you want another pull tab wallet, which is an alternative to this one, which is also a great and fantastic option, make sure to stay tuned till the end. So this is the Aviator Carbon Fiber 3K Matte Slim wallet. It is a pull tab wallet where you pull a tab and it brings your cards out like that. This thing can handle up to 20 cards, which is pretty impressive. impressive. Not many wallets can do that. It is a sandwich style wallet on top of being a pull tab wallet, so it is a competitor to something like the Ridge wallet, and it uses carbon fiber weave right here on top of metal. On the upsides of this is a fully adjustable wallet. You can pull this thing completely apart and be able to adjust it to whatever you want. You just pull these little screws off of here, and behind it you can adjust the strap, and it allows you to basically be able to put up to 20 cards in there, all the way down to only 1 card, depending on what you need. I also like its really simple design. It works really, really well, looks nice, and is not something that really stands out while still being really cool. I have been really impressed with the pull tab. I think it's a really good way of pulling cards out of a wallet like this while keeping things slim. And this is some of the nicest carbon fiber I've ever seen in a wallet. There's a lot of different ways that people have done carbon fiber, and I think this is the best. As for the downsides is, well, this is an expensive wallet. There's no way around it. It's pretty expensive. So this is going to be a premium option if people are looking for it. Some of these things are over $100 to $200. And I'm also not a fan of the cash straps on these. For some reason, I find them a little difficult and a little bit cramped to be able to get my cash into. Now let's talk about my all-time favorite budget minimalist wallet, and that is the Nomadic wallet. This thing holds up to 14 cards in the interior of this elastic style wallet. It is also a pull tab wallet where you can pull a tab right there and it brings cards out there. It is incredibly cheap, but also extremely usable and lightweight. You have a pull tab here. It's just like the other pull tab wallets, and you can just fan them out like that and choose the card you want to get to and push it right back in. It is extremely lightweight, being just made of elastic material, and you have a really cool quick access slot right here where you can keep your most used card. Now, the downsides to this wallet is, well, it's also just made of elastic. It's nothing fancy. Sure, you're paying a budget price, but you're also getting a budget product. It's just elastic. You're not seeing any kind of additional metal. There's no customization and things like that. Now, here is another MagSafe wallet, and this is actually my favorite trackable wallet. That's what that little symbol is right there, and you can see on the back, there's a little button here that makes this ESRGO wallet trackable via Find My Network. Now, of course, you can just throw it on the back of your phone like that. It is a stand-style wallet, so you can keep your phone up. It works both in horizontal and in vertical orientations. And it does have a 5-card capacity with 1 right there and another 3 to 4 right here. And of course, you do have a really cool little grip to be able to keep your phone in your hand like this. Now, of course, the upsides on this thing is, well, it is fully trackable. If you lost your wallet or anything like that, you can easily find it via Find My Network. I also found that this little slip thing here actually makes a really good grip. I found that I was constantly using it, which isn't normal for a lot of these wallets. I generally don't use these. They're kind of annoying to me, but that's not the case here. I also think it has really strong magnets. I don't worry about the phone falling off of it. And for this style of wallet, a 5-card capacity is pretty impressive. You don't see that very often. Now, of course, the downsides to this, if you are looking at this in comparison to a lot of the other wallets, that 5-card capacity could be a con to you as well if you have more than 5 cards, because then you'd have to carry another wallet with you. And I have seen a lot of people say that these wallets do wear out pretty quickly. I haven't seen that yet, but I can believe it. This is a vegan leather kind of plasticky feel to it. While it may be functional, I wouldn't count on this lasting a crazy amount of time. Which leads me to the best sounding wallet. Yes, sounding wallet. I've never had to have a category about the best sounding wallet out there, and that goes to the PunCube Wasteland Mech wallet, and listen to it. Okay, so this is a full aluminum build wallet. You can see here the ejector mechanism right here is metal. It does eject cards out the side. I believe it has a 7-card capacity. And yes, this back here is MagSafe. However, the initial regular wallet is not, and you can buy add-ons to be able to add on to it. This is one of their money clips. This is the MagSafe portion, which yes, makes it MagSafe. And then I think there's a couple other accessories like a little bifold compartment thing that you can get as well. Now, the upsides of this wallet, it's sound. That ball bearing feel and sound is fantastic. I also like that it is a side ejecting wallet, so it just like the Phantom M wallet we talked about earlier, you can eject it out the side right there and you have access with it still on your phone and not have to take it off of your phone. And then of course it does have that metal ejector mechanism, which means this thing is going to last for an extremely long time as opposed to a plastic ejector. I also really like its very unique styling. I haven't seen many wallets that look and feel like this, of which by the way has really premium feel to it. And then finally, anyone that wants a MagSafe wallet wants to know that it has strong magnets. This does have strong magnets that take quite a bit of force to get off. As for downsides, it's heavy, especially if you add some of these MagSafe things or accessories, especially if it's at home on your phone. It adds a lot of extra weight to your phone. And it also is kind of loud. It's cool that it clicks, but it is also loud, making it an event every time you use it. And then finally, the Editor's Choice wallet and the wallet that I alluded to earlier. This is the Proof Wallet Legacy. This is an extremely nice wallet that I recommend to a ton of different people. Now, it is a sandwich style wallet with a leather surround that goes around the bottom of the cards. It is a pull tab wallet, so you pull it there, it ejects the cards out the top, and then you choose it by fanning them out like that. It has a 25 card capacity. Yes, 25 cards, the best capacity of any wallet I've ever seen, and I keep coming back to this. Now, as for the upsides on this thing is the first one being the feel of the wallet. This leather is very similar to that Cloud wallet we talked about earlier in that it patinas really well. This is actually my second one. I had the original version and this is the updated version that they sent out to me, and I'm just as impressed with this one. Pulling cards out is easy with that pull tab. Something they did with this wallet that I was really impressed with that I think the Aviator wallet didn't do well is that pull tab is held with a little kind of a little tab right there. So it doesn't ever flop off to the side. It always goes back into its home every time you do it and goes right to where it needs to be, which the other one just kind of hangs off to the side. I also think the styling on these look really cool. It is very compact. Sure, it's not quite as compact as some of the other ones because it has that leather surround, but I think that's a really good sacrifice. Cash storage on this thing is really easy. You can easily get quite a few bills in here by just peeling it back there. And you just put your cash in like that. It is folded twice. And it has a lifetime warranty for so many different things. You should definitely check out the warranty. Again, link down in the description of the top comment. Now, as for downsides, there aren't a ton of downsides. I think the biggest one I hear most people complain about is the exterior cash storage. I don't keep a ton of cash on me at any point in time, maybe $20 worth of cash. So it's not really something I personally worry about, but I do see complaints about that. But you see that with a lot of the other wallets we've talked about as well. And of course, if you are somebody that is wanting to go truly minimalist, that extra size may be a downside to you. Otherwise, this is my all-time best minimalist wallet I have ever used and ever had. And by the way, if you really did like this wallet, I have a video up here about my favorite slim leather wallets, which this one did win out, but there might be some other options you like as well, so make sure to check that one out.